Stop wasting money and trade Bitcoin like a pro instead. Today, we're looking at the latest in terms of news, what news that we actually care about, okay? And also reviewing Bitcoin and potential setups. Now, everyone, thank you for helping earlier. I know something happened. However, like the video and subscribe, you know the drill. And if you're new here, my name is Gabby Trades, and this is where you landed the perfect channel for pro trading tips and strategies, as well as the latest price action updates for crypto and equities. Now, all right, let's get serious. Hi, thank you. Yes, I did my hair. I did my highlights. Now, we're expecting that Fed Chairman Powell will he will actually aim, I think, to maintain calmness, right? He is going to avoid freaking out the financial markets, creating more fears tomorrow, right, at the FOMC meeting, which is 19th of March on Wednesday. Now, he has been emphasizing the need to see concrete data before making any policy decisions. And he's focusing, and his words were directly that he wants to separate, quoting, the signal from the noise, right, in the administration agenda from now on. So even we had the CPI numbers, guys, if you remember, they were fine. Inflation measures were okay looking at the CPI results. However, we have other inflation measures, such as the PCE index, right? And that showed us that we have a signs of some sort of inflationary acceleration, if you can call it that. I don't know. So the Fed actually will also need to address his quantitative tightening plans, because we need to understand what he's going to do with that, possibly maybe ending it or rolling off treasury bonds, right? Treasury bond holdings, because and if he does it, he needs to do it by the late spring in order to avoid any liquidity issues, right? And central banks, we can see, are buying way more gold instead of treasuries. We saw that the gold surged to $3,000, which is, for me personally, like unbelievable until this point. But if that keeps happening, this could keep the long-term rates elevated, all right? And we don't want that. We want the rates down. We want the rates down. Thank you so much. I'm looking at the chat, you guys. Greetings from Austria. Okay, Ampe1968. I haven't seen you before. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Cucumber, cucumber. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. For some reason, when I say cucumber, I don't sneeze. How's the music? Is it loud? Is it not loud? Oh, we actually don't have music today. Sorry, my bad. Here's the music is back. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what happened with the stream. Hey, Trade Travel Chill is in the house. Woohoo! Trade Travel Chill, can you please confirm to everyone how super blonde I am right now? So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I don't know what happened to the stream earlier, but whatever. I think it was because I streamed on Kick this morning, and then I had to like change all the systems and stuff, and this is what happened. But hey ho, it happens. Whatever, we're here now. So anyone who's in my Discord, and if you're not in Discord, you know, tap in the description box where you can find the link and join Discord, because this is where I give the daily updates and my bias. And just to show you a quick update, like today I said earlier, a couple of hours ago, that we're trading and the bias is short right now, and we're seeing that happening. And why did my screen just separate right now? That's fine. I'll just close that. I need to reopen Trading View. At least we have music for the awkward moments, right? It's quite cool. All right. So coming back to today's bias, we had a short bias. Why was that? Because yesterday we had two trades, and they were all in between this range right here. We had the support down here at 82,487.5 to be super precise. Let me look at the chat a little bit here on the side. Trade Travel Chill. Super hot blonde. Yay. Okay. Yes, we are a very hot girly group around here. So yeah, bias was short. Reason for that was that we were coming back to this range, and the reason that we had the short bias is of course because of our 4-hour strategy. So we had the sweep here of this fractal low. We had a confirmation for shorts down here, and we knew that the next target is this low, which was just taken as New York market open. Now, what is happening right now, though? This is what's very interesting. Is what's happening right now. We are actually just tapping into a buy zone, and I don't care that I'm live with you guys today, and I do care. I want to help you guys and everything, but I'm sick of missing trades because I'm here with you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open actually my Bluffin account. That is where I trade, and you guys, if you want to join and trade with me on Bluffin, you know what to do. Let me minimize that screen so I can enter my trades if I decide to. Right here, yes, you have to bear with me because this could be a potential long setup right now that we are seeing. All right, and price is accelerating already. We might find an entry here. Let me see on the lower time frame. Okay, so yes, this is the buy zone. This is where the orders are. This is the 80K zone, the most famous. Like if you are a long-term trader, if you've been trading for a few years, you would understand some zones when looking at price like this, and you'll be like, okay, Bitcoin is holding 80K right now, right? We had the drop. Nobody's going to tell you Bitcoin is holding 76.5. You know, everyone's going to be like, Bitcoin is holding the 80K. Why? Because this is where price is reacting from. So, this is where most of the buy orders are sitting at the moment. And we just tapped into this buy order block, which is this candle right here on the 4-hour. And this could be a very good potential buy setup. Why? Because from here, we've taken the range low, which was this candle. And now guess what? The next target is going to be this. Well, using the 4-hour strategy, when we close bullish at the following 4-hour candle, the target is going to show this. But actually, we're smarter than that because we know that we've been trading this range here on the 12-hour, right? This candle here. And now we've taken the low of it, we've reached into a buy zone, and guess what? We're gonna potentially now go and take the high of this range, which also happens to be last week's high, you guys. So these are major zones of liquidity, and I'm gonna tell you why am I not in a buy yet. The reason for that is because actually the 50% of this order block is a zone as well. That needs to, in my opinion, that could be revisited. But if we see a lot of confirmation upon this reaction, then we can trade that, right? Using candle confirmations. But when we look on the forward time, on the lower time frame, 1 second, my indicators are loading right now. I think it was on the 15 minutes. Yeah, so on the 15 minutes, this is the zone right here, but you probably won't see it because I've kind of extended the buy zone here. But anyway, here it is. This is an area of support, again, using my indicators. If you haven't got the indicators, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you 5,000 times. You can go in the description box and buy them. So this zone is weirdly enough 50% of our buy zone. And it's not only that, if I go on a 1-hour time frame and I open my other indicator, if my indicator prefers to load, and I think it's really slow because I opened my other browser to trade. Let me close it. I'll close it, whatever. So once this indicator loads, it's going to show you, yes, here it is. It is a 1-hour bullish fair value gap down here. So how I prefer to trade these order blocks is in combination with a fair value gap. That will, for me, give me way more strength into the bias. So ideally, I want to see price drop a little bit more to this fair value gap and potentially tap into the support zone, which is the 50% of this order block. And I think that will be an ultimate buy setup for me. right? And we can clearly see now, if we look a little bit further, we have other zones, right? We have this support slash resistance that turns, that support tends to turn into resistance, etc., etc. But price is reacting from it right now, and it's continuing to be bearish. So I want to wait a little bit and validate this buy zone a little bit more. Wait for price to drop. Wait for people to get more trapped into buys here, right? Because people are buying right now, and they're gonna, they're getting liquidated as we speak. So let's wait a little bit more, and I'm pretty, hopeful that there might be a nice buy opportunity. But also, as we're looking at it right now, we can also see that price is tapping into a 10-minute fair value gap, but I prefer the higher time frame for a stronger bias, right? I usually don't look at the 10-minute unless I'm trading like on a 1-minute time frame, right? So for a scalp, for example, I'll be referring to the 10 minutes or the 15 minutes, right? If I'm trading on a 1-minute time frame. Now, so this is what we're looking at the moment. I'm waiting for a bounce from here. One thing that's a furthermore confirmation for me that price is going to drop below is, let me remove this buy zone so you can see it better, is that when we have a fair value gap mitigated like that with such a strong move, I want to see the low of that candle that formed the fair value gap, right? The body of the fair value gap candle, I want to see that low taken. And guess what? That low coincides with what? Like, I don't even need to go on a 1-hour time frame, and I can tell you that that's where the fair value gap is. I'm pretty sure, if my indicators decide to load today for some reason. But yeah, 100% is here, right? At the 80,737. So for me, this is the ideal zone for me to start looking for buys. Right, let's move our block. We don't need it to be that big. Let's extend it like that because we want to see how price reacts. So down here, this is where I'm going to be looking for potential reactions for price to turn and start, giving us some bullish signals, because now I'm targeting this high. I'm going to be targeting the 85,295. And guess what? The thing is, right? The thing is, me and Trade Travel Chill, we meet up a lot. We talk a lot about, price action, and we have very, very similar bias. And we're expecting higher prices for Bitcoin right now, as of this week. So, of course, everything is like discretional, like we need to make our choices as we go. But ideally, this would be the zone if something happens, right? If a reversal happens to the upside. Now, let's go on the 4 hours so we have a little bit more visuals. By the way, I don't see you guys chatting. Wait, Gabby, explain candle confirmation for the newbies. Am I the only man? Kun, no, you're not the only man. I'm sure we have more men. I think it's like 95% is. We have Sugar Cookie, we have Teddy, we have Ani. We have plenty of girls actually, and I'm very happy to see that we have more and more ladies coming into the industry, because that's very, very cool to see. Okay, so yeah, let me just concentrate real quick. Okay, so from here, if this buy zone doesn't hold, now we're looking for lower prices, right? So we want to see this buy zone holding, right? So we're gonna take our chances here. I'm gonna take my chances here. Let's move down. Brian, first time on the stream. Well, welcome. You can subscribe, you can like the video, and you can join the free Discord in the subscription, description box, whatever. Now I'm blonde, so you have to excuse me. I'm by default now less intelligent. So okay. Yeah, so if this zone doesn't hold, right, it's a problem. That means we're going to the next support, which is at 78,253. All right, and then and then potentially even lower, right? This is also an opportunity for buy, but I'm not going to be, banking too much on it, to be fair with you guys, because I want to see the range high taken. I think this is going to be the next target. And from then on, we have a sell zone above that, which of course is another order block. Same situation as this one. Okay. But this time is, a sell one. So this is going to be a good area for a reaction. And then we have a good game plan for that as well. If price like completely flies through that sell zone on a retest is a good opportunity for entries as well. Because if price breaks through that sell zone, what is that order block going to be now? It's going to be a breaker block, right? And on a retest breaker block, this is how we get our confirmations on a lower time frame. Simply show, hi, we haven't seen you before here. You're very welcome. Any new names here? Okay, I've seen 2 new names here. That's pretty cool. We have a great community. You guys are more than welcome. Everyone is super friendly. We're from, I don't know, the entire planet. I cannot tell you. It's crazy. It is actually insane. Right, so this is on a shorter time frame. This is what we're expecting. Dave K, I haven't seen Dave K here. I must say, who's here from another planet? I always thought I'm from another planet, I'm not gonna lie. Vain Chalakov, zdrasti, zdravey, welcome. That's a Bulgarian, fellow Bulgarian. We have lots of Dutch, lots of Bulgarian, lots of American, lots of, I don't know, all kinds of people, like from everywhere around the globe. But okay, so let's focus because this is important. Now, overall, for anyone that's new here, because since we have few new people, my people that are watching me every day, they know very well what the situation is. And I'm going to tell you, yes, the chart is busy, but if you start watching my videos, a bit more often, you will actually understand that all these levels and all these markings on the charts are extremely important. And also, if you want to use the indicators, you can get them in a description box. They're very simple to use, beginner friendly, and all that stuff. So again, using the indicators, we have this double formation liquidity. I'm sorry for everyone that's here every day that I have to repeat that, but it's also good for you. Repetition is how you learn. So we have this double formation on a normal liquidity, normal asset. When we get this double formation, I look for one of the sides to be taken to then target the next side of the liquidity, which is up here. For us, it's sitting at around $95,000 Bitcoin. So we've taken the low side of that liquidity, and now we have reacted quite strongly from it. Not gonna lie, okay? We're losing momentum a little bit, but now we're in a buy zone, so we should pick up from here. This is what I'm expecting, right? And then once we pick up, I want to see that sell zone here completely, threaded through with a lot of power to then continue buys. So if we catch a buy down here, wouldn't that just be lovely? That would be so great. That would be really good. So then we can hold, we can take profits around the 95,000, and we don't care if price reacts at around the sell zone, because we know it's not going to be anything below that support zone here, which is at 82,000. So now we have a good entry. Right? And you also need to think from a point of like an emotional point of view, right? When you look at the trade, you need to look at the chart and be like, who is going to enter long right here? When the answer is nobody, this is most probably also a very good call for you. Right? I remember before when we were like learning to trade, like on the different discords and stuff like that, and all the people were like, oh my God, I'm longing here, I'm longing here. And I'm like, okay, that's certainly a short signal right now. If all of you uneducated retail traders are shorting right now, I should probably long. But anyway, that's not the case right now because we're pretty much educated around here. So we know that this is our buy zone. We stacked our confluences, right? We stacked a confluence over confluence, right? We saw on the 1 hour we have a fair value gap within an order block that's bullish, right? We know that this zone needs to hold, and if it doesn't, it's not looking good. What else do we know? We took the low of a range that we're trading. So usually when that happens, we're looking to take the high of that range. We know that this is a massive pull on liquidity because it's the previous weekly high formation as well, right? So all these things are stacking. We know that we need to go up because we have a double formation liquidity on the 4-hour that we need to take, right? So this is giving us further confluences. Now, the reason I'm not stressing right now about this buy is because I want to see price drop a little bit more. You know, for that, for example, if you follow Trade Travel Chill, for example, that would be brilliant because she has, for example, wait, I'm saying, for example, 1,000 times because I'm not entirely educated on it, but it's what's called the M formation and the W formation. So that would be essentially like price making an M, dropping, and then like 1 level, 2 level, 3 level drop. So you know, levels like this could be really helpful right now to see, okay, are we in the 3rd level drop right here, right? Which we potentially are. I'm pretty sure we are. Like, I don't even need to know to tell you, okay, that's clearly where the drop is going to, you know, find its stop volume candles or whatever you guys call it, right? Here is where we need to stop and find support and start trading higher, right? And by that, I mean higher, like $10,000 higher for Bitcoin. So what we want to do is, let's put a horizontal line, but not like that. Let's just mark it in a different color to find that low, track it a little bit, see how low we went, get that buy zone, remove it a little bit. Okay, so we're trading right now here, which on a 5-minute time frame could be considered as a breaker block. Like this small candle could be considered as a breaker block, and we see that price is reacting this candle down here because this candle caused the move to the downside, and then we broke, we retested and continued, right? But that's a mitigated breaker block, so it shouldn't be as valid, right? It shouldn't be as valid. This is how I invalidate it right now. So from here on, if this is, you know, a really solid move, I want to see price trade above this high over here. I want to see price trade above with a super strong bullish candle, and then maybe I will considering re-entering on what is it, retrace. So that'll be 81,522, but that might not happen, right? If price is not bullish right now, as of now, if this is not it, and we have to wait for the drop to the fair value gap on the 1 hour, which is, where is it? Let's mark it, by the way. Let's mark everything so it's easy to see. Actually, we can use this one because we saw that it's nothing interesting. So we have here the 1 hour order block. Let's move back. Let's move back. Let's get rid of everything. All right, what are we looking at? The 5-minute. Okay, so we can see that we don't have, it's not too much until we reach the 1 hour fair value gap, right? So from here, we're waiting for who I think legit was asking, how are we going to find confirmation? Well, like I said, if we see price trading strong through here, right? And then on a retrace like this, it's good for entry, in my opinion, right? And if it starts getting weak around here, we're waiting to reach our ultimate zone of buys, right? Which is going to be a good trade. Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a look. Because if we tap into a long position here, we have to have the stop loss below, at least below the buy zone. But a problem for me placing stops below buy zones is that buy zones can be wicked, right? So if you want to be super safe, you can put your stop loss below this low here, right? Or at least that's what I'm considering doing. But depending on how much leverage I can enter, like if I'm not happy with the leverage, I'll just put my stop loss just below, like this, just below this order block, buy order block. And then I'll be looking to take profit at around the 85,312. And actually, no, I would probably put my first take profit at the sell zone at 85,792 almost, right? And then just let it ride, and then put my stop loss below the support zone here at around 81, so stop loss in profit. And I just keep riding that until we take our liquidity, right? Until we take our liquidity at $95,000. So that's a good, you know, that's going to be almost like 1 to 9, 1 to 10 risk reward. So it's not a bad trade at all. I'm actually hoping to catch this. Even though, keep in mind, tomorrow we have very, very important news. Very, very important news. So we want to see how the Fed is going to react. Let's do some markings here as well. Let's do another marking here because we're waiting for price to break through here. Let's see if price is going to break. Let's see if price is going to break. And again, review the candles here. Review the candles that we had. This is the problem. Like, we have to watch all the candles, everything. Okay. Yeah, so we have a fair value gap here on the 10-minute. I think it's right down here. We're looking at the 5-minute. But price reacted from here, from this one down here. But there is no order block whatsoever. So, you know, unless we're looking at a lower time frame, but sorry, the higher time frame order block is here. Yes, so that could be valid. I've moved the zone. Let me move it back where it belongs. So then we have more clarity. Oh, charts. Isn't it insane what we do all day here? Okay, moving on the 5-minute because we need to watch if we're gonna get the break here, get rid of the fair value gaps and order blocks. Garnet, hello. All right, so in the meantime, let me get my phone. Is the music good? All right, I'm actually getting ready. Yes, we're breaking with strength. That's good. Yeah, I prefer to trade on my phone. It's way easier. All right, we're seeing some strength. Face not recognized. Come on, I just did my hair. I didn't like, you know, change my face or whatever. Okay. Facial recognition. They're putting... Oh, yeah? You like the thumbnail? That's good. Thank you. That's very nice. Okay, we're breaking with strength. I like that. You know what? You want to be putting the order a little bit higher usually, because sometimes exchanges won't tag you if you are being too precise, right? If you're being too precise, exchanges won't tag you. This might be a market actually. I don't even need to, I just need to see where my stop loss will be in that case if I enter right now. If I enter right now, and you're gonna have to excuse me guys, but I'm not gonna miss any more trades just because I'm live streaming, because we are streaming at an important time. It's what's happening. All right, cool. We're gonna, yeah, I'm seeing market here. So if I do 40x, if I do 43x, it's actually not too bad. Let's have a look. Uh, 43x. 43x. All right. I do also have a copy trading account. I do have to take it on it as well, which is going to be a market order. Risking 1%. Risking 1% market order. 44x. And we're in. Okay. All right. So, cool. This is for Bitcoin. Don't mind us. Take your trade and get your bag. Yes, yes, yes. Mind you, this is on the 5 minutes, okay? But we're still in the buy zone, so I don't really care. You know, this is what I want to see anyway. That's what I'm expecting. So I'd rather be early than not in at all. But we're gonna have, if this is our entry, if this is my entry, I don't want to have my stop loss too you know, crazy. I want to enter on leverage, so this is going to be my stop loss down here. And if it happens that we fail, which I don't think it's going to be the case, re-entry down here is going to pay well. So I don't mind either way. Okay. All right, you guys, let's move on. Let's have a look. What else do we want to see today? Do you guys want to see any alts or anything like that? Because it's already like 30 minutes and we've been looking at Bitcoin, but this is it. When we're live trading, this is what, you know, this is what happens. So, this is what happens. But we are expecting another drop. I pretty much don't have anything else to say to you guys, to be honest. We're gonna monitor the trade on Discord as usual, like we do. If you haven't joined Discord, you know what to do. Go in the description box. This is where you can join. The community is growing. I love you too, Mark Buzz. Oh, you guys are the best. You make my day. Honestly, this is like my favorite time of the day ever. Good stream, Kun. Yes, thank you. So let's tomorrow is going to be even better because we're going to have the rate decisions, and this is going to be absolutely nuts. So I'm really looking forward to it. Be here tomorrow. Come on Discord, join us, have a chat with us. It's pretty cool to be there. I love it. Yeah, and I'm planning big things for you guys. Absolutely nothing for now because, you know, Mercury is retrograde and I don't do anything when Mercury is retrograde. I don't start stuff. We don't like that with Annie, me and Trade Travel Chill. You know, and our group of 3 friends with Pass, we're very, very mindful of these energies. They killed him. What? Someone said something. But anyway, we're long, by the way. I'm long down here. Bitcoin, if you guys missed it. So this is the entry here. This is the entry, 44x leverage. Let's have a look how that goes. But we're in a buy zone. Melania found some Trump. Oh, by the way, Link. We can look at Link, Emmanuel. I'll look at Link for you right now. But yeah, yesterday, a very good trade on Melania. Casa posted on Discord, and it was very, very nice to see. Link, let's have a look at Link for Emmanuel here. If I can only find Link. Link. Link on a 4-hour is trying to be bullish right now. It's trying to be bullish. It seems like it might make it. And it's going to be good if it turns bullish here, because that means we're going to be aiming for this high. But obviously, if you want to have that access to the targets and everything and the liquidity, you need to get my indicators. Again, very easy to use. Pro traders are using it, such as Mr. Vane, who is not here today, by the way. I can see that. I'm keeping track of everyone. Attendance, I've been marking attendance. Yeah, so Link, the buy zones are a bit lower. Usually buy zones are a bit lower. Let's have a look on the weekly, how we're looking. Yeah, not much, not much. Not much on link. But yeah, ultimately we want to see $9.9. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, $9.9 would be nice. The first buy zone that I see here at $10.4. So that's again assuming that we might have another drop on Bitcoin. This is where it's gonna get really, really... Ah, Mr. Vane. Mr. Vane is here and he's trading. Okay. Attendance check. No problem. Sui and Ondo. Okay, cool. Let's go through that as well. So I don't see much on link besides you know, a few zones that I've marked, which you can get using the indicators, but mainly for some reason I'm looking at 9.9.4. Sui. Yeah, Sui, long time ago, I was expecting for price to come up here from the 0.5, come up here, tap into my sell because I have a sell zone here on Sui, but that didn't happen. So now I'm expecting for Sui to come up to some extent, but I'm still waiting for another drop on Sui. I'm still waiting for another drop on Sui. The buy zone is already tapped in. So it's $2.21, which we are already in. We're in this buy zone right now as we speak. But I think that there is going to be another drop. And why did I remove the thing? So another 20%, I think, is absolutely possible for Sui to drop. But yeah, this is the buy zone. We're currently trading in the buy zone, and the buy zone starts at $2.2 and it ends at $1.5 for Sui, right? Need to go Ampe? No worries, you can go. Let's have a look at Ondo real quick. I have to go to O. Come on, Ondo. Where are you? Where is Ondo? Oh, here. Hold on. Pretty much similar thing. Like all the outs are in a buy zone, but Mr. Vane is trading Bitcoin. That's great. Yeah. So for Ondo as well, we've tapped into the ultimate buy zone, which started at 0.74 and ends at 0.59. It's quite a fatty zone, so you want to find entries within that zone. But it's quite possible that yeah, we have another 20% drop for Ondo. I can see here we have this this level right here, right? 0.64. So it's very possible, right? If Bitcoin starts rallying right now, might rally, reach to $1.05 and then send it back down for another retest, and then start going up. And then for Ondo, I've said, yes, we're trading in a bullish leg, but I'll be taking profits at around $1.79 as per the price leg. This is where price should start exhausting. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I'm going to see you in the next one where we're going to check more alts and everything. If you haven't liked the video, please go ahead and like it. Love you guys. And I shall see you tomorrow. End screen.